Let's better understand the impact of priority jugglers. So what are they like?
So Priority Jugglers, they are 18% of the U.S. This is the group that is not naturally proactive for themselves, but they are very proactive for those around them, whether it's loved ones, co-workers, family. So this is the group when they look at different disease, they look at health education, it's like, hey, not here, not now, I just don't have time for this. So when we actually communicate with this group, we invoke things like, hey, we know you have a lot of responsibilities. With the many priorities you have, with all the things you're juggling, you need to make time for this in your schedule. Guilt is one of the things that healthcare, by and large, tends to use in healthcare communications, and guilt absolutely works with a priority juggler, but we have to remember it's only 18% of the U.S., and so when you try guilt on the other 82%, by and large, it's going to fall flat. But the big thing that this group likes is immediacy, the here and the now. They're not going to drive across town to see the doctor. So the whole notion of telemedicine has a pretty good play in this group. So there's things about immediacy, here and now, easy, for the benefit of the family.
And it could be as simple as talking to this population around the benefits to your wife and children.
Absolutely.
Around your health. Is that fair?
Yeah, you be here for them. There's people depending on you, so you need to do X or Y. That's how you invoke change in a priority juggler, because when you talk to them about themselves, because by and large, there's not that much disease, not that much obesity in this group, and they perceive themselves as healthy, even though they may not be.
Yeah.
So you have to invoke those outside forces, guilt, for lack of a better term,
What's their
to say, why should you do something?
preferred communication path?
This is a group that, if you can say it in 160 characters or less, you have a pretty good chance
So
to connect
Twitter's
with
a good outlet.
Twitter, any of the text messaging, any of the things where you can communicate it short and succinct. Now, it's not that they won't read longer pieces, but there's got to be a quick hit reason on why I should do this.
You have to hook them.
Yeah.
You got to hook
them.
It's interesting. What about their preferred color?
Well, the psychology behind the color with priority jugglers is orange is their color, and it's all about action. It's a bias for action, doing, not sitting and considering and thinking about, but doing and taking action against solving an issue, because they're juggling so many different responsibilities, they've got to try to complete them all.
Yeah, it's super interesting in this population. One is they deeply care about people.
They do. This is the one that we like to say they'll lay down on the railroad tracks for their people.
Yeah, so probably a lot of professions like maybe even like nursing, right? So you think of professions potentially. But I love the fact that we want somebody to do something, but we might actually have to start talking about other people close to them, important to them.
The notions of duty, commitment,
the
responsibility, these are the words that you want to infuse in any of the messaging that you're doing, because it'll strike a chord with a priority juggler.
Excellent.